Well, that looks good. So what should I do with this? I can use it just as it is, but I've got another little trick I like to do. And that is just to use my thumb to kind of spin those colors. And this works especially well on something like this because there's all these different little patterns. So you can kind of choose an area where there's multiple colors and kind of swirl it. And I don't really have a plan for where and how I'm doing those, just whatever looks good. I'm just going to save this piece here because we're going to wrap it around something. And this has got like texture to it. Can you see that? Now I could run this back through the machine or use a roller on it and flatten that all out so it's only the pattern and not any texture. Let's try that. So I've got a roller. What I'm going to do is put a piece of paper down so that I can roll without sticking on the surface. And again, I can put it back through the machine, but the reason I don't is that will sometimes distort things, and I want this to be nice and circular still. All right. So this has flattened it a little bit. It's not 100%, but I think it just seems a little bit more smooth, and all I'm seeing now is that pattern and not so much the big texture. Now that has made this a little thinner, which is going to be good because I'm going to put it over a form. So let's set that to the side, and you can use scrap clay. I'm going to make a little heart form. I'm in a heart mood right now, and so I'm just going to make a little heart. This usually makes interesting patterns when you cut it away. There's some fun stuff going on there. So it makes the back look just as interesting as the front, which is a nice little bonus. We get some of those swirls still showing up nicely here. This is one of my favorite tools, the Gotta Have It tool. Stainless steel, one of the ones I've had created for me so that I can really get some blending done quickly and smoothly. And I can see a couple of those swirls. I'm planning on putting some hearts, some pearls to accentuate the heart. So I'm seeing these really clearly, which is perfect. So I'm going to put a little indentation here. This is the other reason why I love this tool for hearts, because I can make a little wedginess there. All right, so I'm going to use some interesting pearls. I love these pearls. These are some of my favorites. And I'm going to get a few of these here to choose from. Find it's fun to do just a hanging loop. And sometimes I make it very decorative. Something like that. That'll work. This is my other tool that I use all the time, the Wow It's Awesome tool. Okay, sometimes because I've got a hook on one end to help this be more stably anchored, it will kind of make some indentations as it gets shoved in, so I want to kind of clean that up, make sure it looks good. All right, so I like the heart shape. Everything feels done. I love the way that one's curving. And a little hook to help anchor. And I don't want to get lost there with those, or overshadow those swirls. So I'm going to put it in that area that didn't have as many. How many of these do I want? Pearls, polymer clay bakes in the oven to harden, and pearls can go in and out of the oven no problem. There's baked less than 300 degrees Fahrenheit, so you never have any issues with pearls as long as they're real pearls. Glass pearls are okay in the oven, but their coatings often get darkened. Okay, so I've got 2. Sometimes I'll do a third. I like 3s. Ooh, how about over there? Yeah, let's do that. Aren't these pearls just the best? I call them cornflake pearls. I don't know if I just made that up or if that's what they're actually called. I could look it up, I suppose, but that's what I've always called them. They're one of my favorite. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this one. Look at this crazy one. I think we have to go with that. There's a couple of places it could look good. Can't really go wrong with this. All right, kind of like the way that looks so far. Do I need anything more? No, I think that's probably good, just like that. Now, just bake it, and it is good to go. I can add a clear glaze if I want, but you don't have to.